There are times the people you'll see today aren't quite sure where home is. Yet in Washington, D.C., somehow someone like Jill Trenery can make herself look like she is right at home. That's because she is when she's laced up and out on the ice. New York can make anyone feel a little lost, but since they were young, these champions all knew where they were heading, to levels of perfection few will ever know, such as the feeling of Ekaterina Gordieva and Sergei Grinkov of the Soviet Union. The world and Olympic champion pair are as far from Gorky Park as they ever expected to go. They have seen the rolling plains, hay bales, and dairy farms of the nation's Midwest, which isn't far from the look of Calgary, Alberta, where Canadian Brian Orser dueled Brian Boitano in the Olympics. Brian's got a new look out on the ice, which no matter where it is, makes him feel right. Planes, trains, and automobiles pass the Continental Divide and the winter-crazy folks who live there. It's far from her home in East Germany's Karl-Marx-Stadt, but it's where Katharina Witt wants to be.
This makes me happy. It's not to stay home and to have a family and maybe to have a child in the next month.
If you're lucky, the route of the road does bring you home. A visit to San Francisco meant that Brian Boitano could stop in for a change of clothes and bring us along to see his new pad, which he will today. Boitano, the Olympic gold medalist, is now unchaining his heart and creativity, meaning that his body is moving in ways it never has.
People don't expect Brian Boitano to go out there and shake his hips.
These are only some of the stars of figure skating in the Tour of Champions. Today they star at the Meadowlands Arena in New Jersey on ABC's Wide World of Sports. 30 different arenas in different sections of this country, what would you do? Well, you might go after the hottest rock star. That could be a good formula. Or perhaps an elite group of athletes from basketball or hockey. But you might do well to choose the same collection of world and Olympic figure skating champions that we're preparing to watch today on ABC's Wide World of Sports, because they've played to full houses and they will continue to do so in this 30-city tour that crisscrosses the United States. They've all reached the highest level in their sport, and now they prepare to mix amateurs and professionals. Joining me is Peggy Fleming Jenkins. And Peggy, as the professionals like Boitano, Orser, and Katharina Witt mix with this new generation of amateurs, what kind of atmosphere does it create?
Well, it's kind of like a family reunion. These skaters have gotten very close over the years. They've really gone through the rigors of serious competition, the Olympic Games and World Championships, and now going out on tour is really getting to know each other on a personal level. And it's also a time for them to test out numbers, and we're going to see a different side of their personality, and this is a fun experience for all of the skaters.
I think you'll see it as fun when you meet Brian Boitano and Katharina Witt, who are backstage with Dick Button, who's also working with us today. Dick?
Clearly, among the very special group of skaters that are here today, the king and queen are Katharina Witt and Brian Boitano. But there's nothing royal about this family. In fact, Katharina told me earlier that in her language there's a very special term, muti and fati, mother and father. Is that the way you feel to the group of skaters that are here today?
Yeah, we feel like this. Well, we had a lot of fun when we started this tour, so we found out that we are the older people in this group because we're...
You're the older people?
Well, I mean, we're in this tour since '81, and so we started, well, but Brian also and Tracy and Rob, so we started to say we are the parents, so Muti and Fati and Mama and Papa, and we are the royal family.
This is one tour I'd like to be on myself. How about it, Brian?
It's a lot of fun. We find that our clique is with the professionals. It's the first time that professionals and amateurs have skated together, so I think that's why we really feel like mother and father on this tour.
What a special day, and it's going to be some great skating along with it. Good luck.
Thank you.